What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Richawd back with another video. And today we are interviewing the great Mike Tyson on what happened in the fight tonight against Jake Paul. Mike, would you like to give us any thoughts on the performance that you guys put on tonight? Obviously it didn't go the way you wanted it to go. But what are your thoughts and what do you have to say to your fans?
Well, thank you very much, Richawd. First of all, I want to give a special thanks to Jake Paul and the Paul family. They are very good promoter. They know how to promote the fight. I saw the fight where Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather got into a fight, and I saw how much money they was able to make. And I have some spending habit. I have to feed my lion, and I have a pet bear. Me and my bear, we fight often. I have a lot of these bills and these expenses, so I saw the opportunity to make some money.
Mike, there are people out here saying that the fight was fixed. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't believe the fight was fixed. Before this fight, I trained for 8 months, and I told myself I was going to break Jake Paul into little pieces. But my family was concerned. I was talking to my son. My son was telling me I shouldn't do the fight. He said, "Dad, this man is half your age, Dad. You shouldn't get to do this fight." And I told my son, "Do you know who I am? I am Mike Tyson." And my son told me, "When was the last time you were Iron Mike Tyson?" He said, "In my whole lifetime, I haven't seen you be Iron Mike Tyson. You've just been an old fool." So I told my son, right now I might be nobody to you, but after this fight, I was going to be somebody special. And I came in with the intentions to break Jake Paul's face. The first round, I found out very quickly that, my mind wants to do a lot of things that my body just can't do anymore. So I just want to give credit to Jake Paul. He's just a good fighter. Put on the great show. We were both able to make a lot of money, but the fight wasn't rigged.
Mike, it seemed like you were very fatigued in the fight. Do you see yourself getting back in the ring?
Well, if the price is right. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't think so. I think after this fight, I think I'm good. They say I have to make close to $14 million. Probably like 15 million after taxes. But that's pretty good money. I can buy some food for my pet bear and my pet lion, and pay for too much strippers. I'm just kidding. I don't have any strippers on Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson don't need strippers. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I can do it anymore. Like I said, my mind just wanted to do things that my body just couldn't do. At the first round, I feel like I let off a couple good punches, but after I let off those punches, I had nothing left in my legs. So, like I said, credit to Jake Paul. Jake Paul and the Jake Paul family. They promoted the great fight. We promoted the great fight. And I appreciate all the fans who came out and supported. All praise to Allah.
Mike, before you go, there are fans saying that, you basically just took this fight for money and you never...
Well, first of all, you guys keep saying that I took the fight for money. You guys keep asking if the fight is rigged. I told you the fight is not rigged, okay? I came into this fight and I was going to break Jake Paul into pieces, okay? I tried to channel the old Mike Tyson for my fans and for myself. I tried to show myself. I tried to beat Father Time. But I guess Father Time is undefeated. Father Time is the one opponent that I haven't been able to defeat. It's similar to Buster Douglas or Evander Holyfield. I just can't beat them. So, I just didn't have it in my legs anymore. You can watch the fight. Even before the fight, I was walking into the fight. I didn't have anybody hyping me up. I didn't have a hype team. You saw how Jake Paul, he came into the fight. He had his family around him. He had his hype queen. I wasn't going to embarrass my family like that. I told them, just let me walk in. Let me be a lone wolf. I'm a strong man. I don't need any support. I told my son before the fight not to tell anybody, but there's no way in hell I can beat this man. But I told him, I would give him $5 million after the fight. I told him, we're going to have good money after the fight. I just told him, when you see me lose, let's know it was a part of the script. Wait, Mike, it was a part of the script? Yes, the script. I thought the fight wasn't rigged, Mike. Well, before the fight, I talked to Jake Paul. I said, Jake, I'm 58 years old. I've been training the last 8 months, and I just don't got it anymore. After about 3 or 4 good punches, I have nothing left. So I told Jake Paul, I told him, go out there. You're a great actor. Go out there and make it look good, But I told him not to hurt me. I told him, don't hurt the old man. I'm just the old man. Just go out there. Let's make it 8 rounds so we can make as much money as possible. I was a little concerned around like the second round. Jake Paul started to throw some punches around the second, third round. I got Jake Paul in the clinton. I was like, Jake, remember what I told you before the fight? Do not hurt me. This is all the script. It's all a sword. You normally don't have fights on Netflix. Shout out to Netflix. But they offered us some money. I got my fat ass in shape for the fight. Like I said, I've trained the last 8 months for the fight, and I just thank everybody. Obviously I'm not what I was before. Even before the fight, they was promoting me. They were throwing things from the 1980s and the 1990s, and it was reminding me of my heyday. And I thought I was gonna be able to channel some old energy from the 80s, and like I said, my mind just couldn't do what my body wanted to do. All right, Mike. Now that the fight is over, any last thoughts for your boxing career and for your fans, and anything to say about people who are saying that this seemed like a clown show, a clown show? They're playing the things like a clown show. I would like to see the people who say it's a clown show. I want to see them. I want to know who they are. I want to know who they children are. And I want to have a conversation with these people. I think a lot of people are cowards, Richawd. They like to talk a lot behind people's back, but a lot of people aren't like you, Star. A lot of people can't look Iron Mike Tyson in the eyes and tell him things about themselves or ask him questions. They don't have the courage. They don't have the. They're cowards, Richawd. They're just cowards, So. Yeah, I really don't care. If they think it was a clown show, it was a very lucrative clown show. So I would like to think that me and Jake Paul are something useless. All right, Mike. Thanks for the time. Obviously, that was a little parody, man. But clearly that fight, man. It was clearly, I think it was scripted. I think if Jake Paul wanted to, he could have knocked Mike out in like the first round, if we're being real. Mike had no legs. I knew Mike was going to lose before the fight, and I damn sure knew Mike was going to lose going into the fight. Like, just looking at this nigga's face when he was walking into the fight, he just looked like, he just looked old, man. He just had a look on his face like, I'm just here because I need some money. All these cameras in my face are starting to get on my nerves. I just want to get this over with. Jake Paul, he's about half my age. Back in my heyday, I would break Jake Paul into pieces, but now I'm an old man, and now I have to come out here and I have to embarrass myself for some money. Inflation is high. You have to do what you have to do. I feel like Mike, he was just, Mike just needed some bread, bro. And I don't know. Can you blame him? Clearly everybody knew Mike was gonna lose. I was just watching this. It was like a circus, You go to the circus just to see some wild shit happen. I was expecting something wild to happen,
You had in the weigh-ins, Mike slapped Jake Paul in the face. It was all, it was all great acting. I would say that they did a good job. They sold it for sure. They had me sold. I was like, man, because at first I was like, man, this is ridiculous. Mike Tyson at 58 fighting Jake Paul. Like, I mean, I saw the Roy Jones fight, man, and them dudes was out there huffing and puffing. I'm like, bro, ain't no way he finna get into a fight with a dude in a physical prime of his life, bro. Like, so I knew the fight was gonna be fixed, bro. But they definitely did a great job of selling it. They definitely did a great job of giving the people the hope or the idea that maybe Mike would come in here and knock Jake Paul out. That's really all I was watching for. I was watching for a knockout. I felt like Mike was gonna get knocked out. I feel like it was gonna be a humiliation ritual, But and I don't even really know if you can call it a humiliation ritual, but they was definitely clowning Mike. I mean, from the commentators on down, they was clowning Mike. It's almost like it was a humiliation ritual. It was to embarrass him, but it was shout out to shout out to Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. They definitely promoted a good fight, but it was really a joke. Like I said, walking into the fight, like you can just look at some of Mike Tyson's old fights, in his prime. Look at how he would walk into the arena. Like that nigga would walk into the arena like a menace, like he finna murder some shit. You know what I'm saying? When I just saw him walk into the fight, his feet, his legs were very stiff. Just see, he ain't had the energy. Obviously, he's 58 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I knew. I was like, yeah, man. And then you saw how Jake came into the fight. He got his family with him. He's pumped up. He's young. Young, full of energy in his prime, bro. Mike just seemed old and tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think right before the 8th round, and actually let's ask Mike that. Mike, right before the 8th round, you kind of hesitated. It kind of took you a second to get out your seat and get up for the 8th round. Did you have any thoughts on not finishing the fight? Well, to be honest with you, before the 8th round, I was trying to catch my breath. I had never been this tired in my life. I do to keep myself in great shape. But like I said, Father Time was undefeated, so I just needed a few extra seconds to catch my breath. So thank you, Mr. Tyson. So yeah, Mike, Mike was just tired, man. You can tell. He was out there huffing and puffing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was really just a joke. And for everybody who was sad and was like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to Mike. Did y'all really think Mike was gonna win, bro? Like, that's what I'm saying. They did a great job of promoting this fight. It was actually people sad and disappointed that Mike didn't win. There's actually people that thought Mike was gonna win, bro. Y'all really thought a 58-year-old, like, did y'all watch the Roy Jones fight, bro? Did he show you any signs that he was gonna beat somebody? So I knew the fight, was gonna be real. I mean, I feel like the majority of these Jake Paul fights have been like controlled and, he picked certain opponents and stuff. But like I said, they put on a great show. They promoted the fight very well. They had us all sold. They had us all interested. They had people like me watching just to see the circus. And, I would say this was probably the highest. And like, I haven't heard this many people talking about a fight probably since the Floyd Mayweather fight. Like, Floyd Mayweather is the only other boxer or fighter that can really promote a fight like this. For Jake Paul to not even really truly be a boxer, just using his skills or just using his, I guess his craftiness with social media, he's turned into a great fight promoter. Now, one thing I will say, I would love to see him fight Canelo. A lot of people are saying, oh, why would he fight Canelo? He's twice Canelo's size, this, that, and the third. I don't know, man. Like, it just seems right, bro. It seems like something Jake Paul would do, and if Canelo is everything people say he is, why not fight Jake Paul? It'll be an easy payday, Floyd Mayweather fought Logan Paul. Logan Paul was twice Floyd's size, But yeah, that's just my reaction. Kind of a little parody on the Mike Tyson fight. Obviously Mike, he just needed some bread, bro. They was able to convince him to get out there. They put the money on the table. I would just love to see Jake fight some actual opponents, man. It seems like he's really been cherry picking his fights. He's poking his chest out like, oh, I beat Mike Tyson. Like, it's not like you beat Iron Mike. You know, we all know if we was able to go into a time machine and go back to 1985, and 1985 Mike Tyson fights Logan Paul or Jake Paul of today, we all know Jake Paul would lose. You know, but yeah, man, that's my reaction on the fight. It was a clown show. You know, unfortunately, Mike Tyson was the clown. You know, Jake Paul was putting on the show. Like I said, if Jake Paul really wanted to, he could have knocked Mike out in round one. But I don't think it was in the script for Mike to go out in round one. You can clearly see Jake, he was holding back. Like I said, there was a moment early in the fight where Jake threw some punches and kind of had Mike stumbling. I was like, oh shit, he finna knock this nigga out. And it seemed like after that, he kind of just calmed down and just, you know, he was just toying with Mike, you know. And it's crazy to see someone like Mike Tyson getting toyed with, but, you know, people got to understand. Father Time is undefeated, bro. We get old, you know. Obviously, Mike, he lost his legs. He's lost his reaction time. He's 58 years old. So I just hope that Mike stays out of the ring. I thought after the Roy Jones fight, that should have been it, you know. But hopefully after this, Mike can stay out of the ring. Hopefully it gives him enough money so he can just go chill off somewhere, smoke his bud, and, you know, do his podcast, bro. But that's my reaction to the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. Y'all be smooth.